Hey guys, how's it going on this Saturday night? Just wanted to share something with you, kind of what I'm experiencing, and just to encourage somebody else that's probably going through it. I'm sure you are, not by myself. Um, I'm on my fun Jesus journey because he's amazing, and things are interesting. You know, I'd probably say for the last probably 2 years. The last 2 years have been real touch and go. real real kind of bootleggish, You don't see things that you thought you were gonna see, and um you expect God to move a certain way. Well, I'm walking with him, so of course it's gonna be amazing all the time. And then when it's not amazing, you're like, am I walking with the Lord? Did he forget about me? What's happening? So I just wanted to encourage you that he hasn't forgotten. Yes, there is going to be some really interesting times, hard times, true testing of your faith. We really say, oh, I trust God. I got faith. Yeah, that's nice when the times are good. But do you have faith when you don't see anything in that account and those bills due? Or he tell you to give your last to somebody else. Do you have faith then? Because that faith, that mustard seed is nice. But then it got to get a little bigger. So I like financially, it has been interesting. There has been times where of course, I'm able to work, but then he was like, no, I don't want you to. I want to provide for you the way I want to provide for you. And I had a problem with that. I'm like, Lord, but the account ain't like the money ain't adding up, and so why I can't go to work? And he just say, because that's not what I want you to do right now. And so that's when that faith part comes in. When he tells you to be still. When he tells you, yeah, you got the degree, you can get all kind of jobs. This area of counseling and things is popular, and you still can't get a job right now because he says no. So, what do you do with that? You be in a place where you feeling some kind of way, you be in your feelings, or do you keep going? Do you keep listening? Do you keep talking to him? Do you keep going? Because financially, I was just sitting here thinking, and I'm watching some people, and we just kind of stopped living, and we're just sitting in that place of moping and sadness because things are not the way we want. We don't have the abundance. And as Paul said in the Bible, I've learned to live with and I've learned to live without. And so I think we kind of struggle with adjusting. Change is not fun. Change is not easy. If somebody told you it was, they lied. They sorry. They didn't mean to lie to you, but they did. It's not easy. It's not fun. But we have to be grateful for the small things, which having a roof over your head is not a small thing. But just learn to be thankful instead of looking at what we don't have. Look at what we do have. And God has been really dealing with me on, I don't like to ask people for anything. And he said, well, I'm putting this person on your mind. I want you to ask them for help. Well, I want to ask them for help, Lord. But do you realize how prideful that is, that he's telling you the resource that he wants to use, and you tell him, no, I don't like that resource. Can you just magically do something else? No, I want you to ask that person. Why? Because maybe he has to get that pride out of you. Maybe he has to prepare you for what's coming when you will have to go and talk to people about money and asking and things. And so you have to be comfortable with that. So I've just been in my feelings and in my flesh and trying to maneuver and get in and out. And I have some great days, and some days I'm like, Lord, this walk here is something, it's for the birds. But I'm still sticking with him. I ain't leaving. But I just want to share, sometimes you're not going to see it. Our thoughts are not his thoughts. His ways are not our ways. We want to just work and get all the money and be millionaires and travel and do all the fun stuff. Well, that's not life. And you'll get tired of that eventually, trust me. So just saying, stick with him. Seek him in everything, because there are going to be seasons where you have, and it's going to be seasons where you don't. But when you don't have, do you just sit in a corner and woe is me? Or do you keep living? If you can't afford the concert, go hear you some free music in the park. Turn on your playlist and dance in your living room. What do you do with life when you don't have what you want or what you expected to have by now? Because sometimes you're not going to see it. I got my license, my counseling license, and I'm like, yes, this thing is going to turn around, because remember those credit cards I cut up? They magically appeared again. And I said, Lord, why would you make me debt free to put me back in debt? And he said, well, maybe that's a resource I wanted to use. What kind of answer? I said, well, okay, this is your debt then. You have at it. So just looking at all that, and I was like, it's a lot, Lord. It's a lot. But I still stay encouraged. I still do what I have to do. I still seek him, and bills are paid. And we're not in a hotel anymore. We're in a house now. And so just know that he hasn't forgotten. He knows what he's doing. This is where the trust comes in. This is where the real faith comes in, because you do want to quit. You do. You like, walking with you, it ain't all it's cracked up to be, Lord. And sometimes you will feel like that. That's being honest. And so have those conversations with him. The conversations keep me encouraged. The conversations with him keep me going. The music keep me uplifted, because times are changing. Things are going to get rough. So I just wanted to share that with you. I've set up my bedroom. I want to show you real quick. I set up my bedroom with my 2 chairs. And so I'm sitting in one, and that's God's chair. And so I want to show you this, because it tickles me every time. I came into this bedroom and I was like, Lord, I don't think my furniture will fit. He is so amazing. Look at how snug that fit is. There is no extra room. It slid right in. So he's intentional. And the same on the other side. It slid right in there. Perfect fit. He's intentional with everything he does. He don't make mistakes. He knows exactly how much space is needed, how much time. He knows all of that. He knows your needs. Trust him. It's not that little tiny mustard seed faith. It's some big faith right now. You see all that's going on in the world, the government shutdown, to those that are affected by that. I'm praying for you, because it's not easy. It's not. But he knew about that. It didn't catch him by surprise. So just lean in, take the time to listen, and do what he's asking you to do, including just being still. Okay. Alrighty, I am off my soapbox for tonight, but I just wanted to encourage you. Don't stop living because things seem to shift in a way you don't like. You don't see what you wanted to see. You're working hard. You're believing. Keep going. It'll change. This too shall pass. And when they say, what do they say? When people say, they hate when people say, take it one day at a time. Well, sometimes that's what you need to do. And it's those thoughts. I can't think about what's going to happen next month in November. I can't think about what's going to happen next week. I just stay in the moment and I focus on what's happening now. So when I say one day at a time, I mean it. Keep those thoughts on right now. Don't worry about it and stress yourself over what could happen in a month. A lot can change in that 10 minutes with God. So just know he hasn't forgotten about you. He's intentional with everything he does. You don't know what's coming. You don't know how it's going to happen. So everything is preparation. Everything is for a purpose. Okay? Keep enjoying life. Thank him for what you have. Don't focus on what you don't have. Keep living. Be grateful for your good health, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of money and can't enjoy because their health is bad. So if you put someone on your mind to reach out to help, do it. Put your pride aside. Get rid of that pride and ask for the help you need. Okay? Because that's what he wants to do. And you don't get to tell him how to do it because he's God. And we trust him, and he's still in control no matter what you see and what's going on. All right, love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.